celebrating 13 years of possibility. Pilot Flying J and Halloran Hilton Hill present Anything is Possible. Today's guest, Susan Packard, Part 2.
Welcome to Anything is Possible. Great stories about great people whose lives prove that anything is possible. Part 2 of my interview with Susan Packard this week. Thank you for being here. She does change clothes. We just taped on the same day, right? I don't, right? Thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Man, I'm excited to just talk to you about leadership and life, and you've committed your life to helping people, honestly. I mean, I think when we talked before this conversation, you said that was your joy in building companies, is you ultimately are building people. If you haven't seen the book, it's called New Rules of the Game, 10 Strategies for Women in the Workplace. I think it's 10 strategies for everyone because these are human values. Conditioning, composure, playing offense, brinksmanship strategies, fan clubs, practice, uniform requirements, and then on to leadership, good sportsmanship, grit, team play. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. I want to talk about composure for just a minute. You tell me a story, I'll tell you a story. I'll give you my story first. In a negotiation, and the people that were in the negotiation, they were talking crazy to me. I mean, the stuff that was coming across the table was just triggering my emotional response, the reactive part of me. And I was about to launch. And I remember I was sitting there, I took a moment with my attorney, we went outside and we were looking at the deal points. And I'm upset, I'm like, do you hear the way they're talking to me? I'm not gonna stand for this, and I'm doing this whole thing. And he said, please look at the deal points. I looked down and he says, you asked for this, you got it. You asked for this, you got it. You asked for this, you got it. All the things you wanted are there, and they said yes. He said, pull up your diaper, take your thumb out of your mouth, and go be gracious. And man, I did not want to be gracious. He was right. I needed to control my emotions.
Right.
You talked to me about how you learned that composure was so important.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I'm half Greek and half Italian, so this does not come naturally for me. And, you know, I've always been one who's moved quickly and spoken quickly, and so I had to train myself to gear back on all of these fronts, because if you're a leader in an organization, the people around you are watching you. And if you carry yourself with calm, with grace, with poise, they'll think you're making well-reasoned decisions. But the opposite is true. If you're hyper and you don't have control of yourself, they'll begin to worry that.
That's even in body language.
Exactly. Body language, everything. That they would, is that person really thinking rationally? Because I know when I was, just a manager, and I would see people above me just acting out, and I'd think, God, are they smart enough to be making these decisions? Do they have enough reason to make these decisions? So
when you think about learning to have more patience and self-control and the whole body language thing, do you think for women, their movements and their emotions are exaggerated, and therefore, if you do act emotional, or if you do have the wrong body language, it's that times perception is what?
I don't think that, I think people like me, just because it's genetics, have a hard time with being calm, and I don't think it's a male-female issue. But the one thing that I do talk to women about is something I call tough face. So, we want to be taken seriously. We have a seat at the table. And so we have this face we put on that's it's like a scowl. We don't realize that we're coming across that way.
Right.
But others, it's not welcoming, it's not accessible. And so I talk to women about that. You should welcoming smiles all the time.
I think is it Indra Nooyi that was running PepsiCo?
Yeah, she still is.
So she said, I begin every negotiation with a smile.
Yeah, she's great. She's a great leader.
Yeah. Why don't we take a break? My guest is Susan Packard. We're talking about her book, New Rules of the Game, 10 Strategies for Women in the Workplace. Back with more in a moment.
Possibility powered by Pilot Flying J, Covenant Health, Home Federal, and the Knoxville News Sentinel. Coming up.
She said, Mom, you're not going to believe this. I got this enormous promotion. And her mother said, that's great, honey. Now, can you go to the street, down the street and get milk? We need milk.
Welcome back to Anything is Possible. I'm with Susan Packard today. What I'm realizing as you talk more and as I've looked through your book, really these strategies help women maximize their possibilities.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
So can I set up the race car so that it goes around the track faster? Can I reduce drag? Can I give you a different drag coefficient so you go faster?
And can I be happy? Can I enjoy what I'm doing?
Right. Well, that's a good thing. So the word enjoy is made up of two pieces. The prefix en means to make, cause, or create. So if you're going to enjoy your work or your life, it's the intention to make it that way. And this is, you said you had a story about, is it Indra Noory?
Indra Noory.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a work life story. So she got the big job at PepsiCo. She was made, chairman and CEO of PepsiCo. And her mother lives with her. And so she ran home and she couldn't wait to tell her mother. And so she said, Mom, you're not going to believe this. I got this enormous promotion. And her mother said, that's great, honey. Now, can you go to the street, down the street and get milk? We need milk. And she said she was just, in one slight of word, just decimated by her mother and reminded of her place in the world.
Right. So then it's possible to be a high capacity, high potential person. You know who's really good at that is Wynton Marsalis, right? So, and I love the jazz metaphor because when you're playing jazz, you have to listen. You have to have mastery of your instrument, because when it's your time to solo, you've got to take the solo, but you've got to be able to play everything in every key. And he realized that he's not really a great band leader, right? He's a great trumpet player. So if you ever watch him, he starts out, he will tell you what they're going to play, and then he goes and gets in the trumpet section and just plays with the rest. So being able to have high capacity, but also kind of the insight to know where you fit in and to be able to, okay, right now I'm with my mom. I need to be a daughter. That's the jazz of this moment, if you will.
Right. And by the way, not everyone wants to be in a C-suite job. Not everybody wants to run a company. So books like this and others are really just to help people to be more fulfilled in their work, wherever they want to end up.
All right, let me run through a couple of these that stood out to me, and I would love stories. Conditioning.
Conditioning, the story I like to tell is I had a affiliate cable sales job for HBO, and it was an okay job. I enjoy sales. I like to connect with my customers. But there was a woman in the office who had the PR job, and she would come and tell us how she went to Hollywood premieres and she'd take our clients to meet stars. And I thought, I want that job. So she left, and I went to my boss and I said, Bill, Karen's just left and that job's open. I'd be a good candidate, right? And he looked at me and this Texas drawl and he said, Susan, you want to run a company someday? I'm 25 years old. What do I say? I think the answer is yes. Right. Sure. And he says, don't you dare take that PR job. That's support work. You want to be in line work. And the difference he taught me that day was line work is the work that contributes directly to the income of an operation. And I stayed in line work my whole career thanks to those few moments with him.
Wow. Practice, practice, practice.
Well, it's everything from Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000 hours to be an expert. Everything takes time, and women tend to drop out and lose patience with the climb. So they start their own business, or they go into small business instead of staying in the corporate environment and realizing your career is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Grit. I like to tell a story about a colleague, Ruth, who was 6 months pregnant when she found herself in 9/11 in New York City. She lives in LA. She was 6 months pregnant, high-risk pregnancy, and 9/11 happened. And of course, there was no way to get out of New York City. And we were all so, she worked for us, and we were all so worried about what, because she was starting to feel not well, and she's 2,500 miles away from her doctors. So 2 days later, she calls, and she's on the road in a van with 6 people. And, she just met them, but they're all driving across the country to LA. She's good, and she had a healthy baby 3 months later. I asked her later, I said, how did you feel through that whole thing? And she said, I was petrified. But I pushed through, I made the contacts, and I realized I can do anything if I just try.
That's one of the beautiful things about grit, is it reveals a deeper level of who you truly are.
Exactly.
And that we need those experiences that cause us to push against our normal set points so that we have bigger set points.
I agree.
Good sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship. Well, I don't know if you want me to tell the Armando Galarraga story. That's a great
Please
story.
do.
Oh, that's a great story. So he's this 28-year-old, not very well-known pitcher for the Tigers, and he finds himself 1 out away from a perfect game. And of course, he's going to be vaulted into the baseball elite if he can just get this last guy out. He throws, the guy grounds it to the first baseman. Well, no, he grounded it to the infield, throws it to first, and everybody's cheering, the guy's out, except the ump calls him safe. And the crowd, everybody erupted, in the whole stadium, Detroit Stadium. Well, anyway, long story short, Jim Joyce, the ump, looks at the tape later that night, and he realizes he made a mistake.
Wow.
The kid, he was out. The guy was out. So, he apologizes. He's teary-eyed on television when the next night Armando walks out of the dugout and has the lineup sheet, and he gives it to Jim Joyce, and he shakes his hand. And it was just one of those moments where, Jim Joyce is crying. Here's this man who has so much character, this young 28-year-old guy.
Right.
And later on, he was quiet the whole time, didn't take interviews. Finally, at the end, somebody asked him, and he said, everyone makes mistakes.
Wow. It makes me think of the young female baseball player that got the tweet.
That's
and
right.
She said the same thing.
That's
she
right.
said, everybody makes mistakes. I remember sitting on the front porch with my grandmother. She was in her 90s. She was nearing the end of her first journey. And I remember saying, Grandma, I've done all these things. What do I need to know to be happy and successful in the next half of my life? And she said, and she didn't have any degrees. I think she had a 4th grade education. She said, baby, you got to learn to get past things. Right? She said, don't get stuck.
And don't hold on to things.
Yeah. How priceless is that? I mean,
Oh,
how
man.
valuable has that been to you in your career? Just the willingness to forgive and to move on.
I have to work at it sometimes. That's not something that comes naturally, but it's like anything else. The more you work at it, the easier it gets.
As we've been talking today, something that has inspired me, because to release the possibility of your life, you had to make a decision to push against what comes naturally.
Oh yeah, in many instances that's true.
But in the pushing against what comes naturally, you formulated new things that now come naturally.
Exactly. I'm in a comfort zone now by learning how to get to a comfort zone.
Yeah. And I don't know that some people believe that their possibility is invalidated by struggle. In other words, I have this dream, I have this aspiration. This aspiration will be confirmed by the ease of the journey. In other words, if this is meant for me,
Oh,
I'm going to go, and the verification will be that all the doors open. And when in actuality, the sandpaper is what smooths you out. So at the point, and I don't know that there's a point of arrival, but as you get closer to what you're really here to do, you have been honed, you have been refined so that you can deliver yourself to your moment as the better and more refined version of yourself, so that that version of you can show up and serve at a much higher level.
and isn't that what life's about? Continuing to evolve yourself.
Yeah, because I mean that really is what life is about.
Yeah.
Could we help? Could we help somebody else? Could we help some? I mean, I think that's what possibility is about, is walking into organizations or into moments of your life and being that person that shows up with a sense that something beautiful can happen here. Or something meaningful or beautiful could be harvested from what is happening here. But the trajectory is forward.
But you have to put, right, exactly. You have to get to that side, get to the other side, so you can look back and say, ah, got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Susan Packard is my guest. You're watching Anything is Possible. More in a moment.
Coming up,
It's that magic between people that has ideas start bubbling. And I think between the two and enough sort of just basic knowledge of whatever the issue is, you can have great solutions.
This week, our Home Federal Community Spotlight is on Yoke Youth Ministries. Did you know that Yoke mentors more than 19,000 middle school students in our region? To learn more and see how you can get involved, visit yokeyouth.com.
Welcome back to Anything is Possible. I'm Haller in Hilton Hill. This is Susan Packard. You're the kind of person I would like to work for
Really?
or work with.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because I think you would want to help me get better.
And any good boss should want that.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell me about your family.
My current family?
Yes.
So I have a husband, Bill,
Yes.
and we were married 30 years 2 months ago. So,
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. I know, we're pretty odd compared to the rest of the universe.
Right.
And we
You
have
get credit for 60, by the way.
there you go.
We're giving 2 to 1, right? 2 for 1.
And then we have a son, Andrew. I'm the only one who can call him Andrew. He's Drew.
Drew,
to the
right.
world, and he's 24.
What is he doing?
He just graduated college, and he is has his first job, and he's on the ground floor of HGTV ad sales
Oh, wow.
in Chicago.
Which is, you were in sales.
Yeah,
So-
but not ad sales. I was
Right.
in a different kind of sales.
Right. So, for people watching today, you're a big believer in possibility, and I think that's what I'm so encouraged by in your story, is that you're with a number of startups, and the fuel of startups is you sit down at the table, you got a blank sheet of paper, it's never been done before. Somebody in that room, everybody in that room,
Everybody
maybe,
together.
has to go, we can do this.
Yeah.
Would you kind of lay out for me what makes possibility possible? I mean, what has to exist?
I think that an upbeat, optimistic point of view
Right.
is important.
And can I add something to that? So that upbeat, optimistic point of view is absolutely a choice. It is an intentional choice that the people in the room make.
Yes.
We are going to be.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you've met many Debbie Downers, right?
Yeah.
So have I.
Yeah.
And then it's the whole culture melding of people in a room, and 4 people together makes 10 rather than 4. It's that magic between people that has ideas start bubbling, and I think between the two and enough sort of just basic knowledge of whatever the issue is, you can have great solutions.
Yeah. Who encourages you? I know you mentioned Ken Lowe.
Yeah.
But do you have any people in your circle that have been the...
Well, I mean, my husband's always been encouraging of me. I mean, he decided to be a stay-at-home dad so that my career could take precedence, and to this day, I'm very appreciative of that. So my son cheerleads me. It's
Right.
really hilarious that he does that, but he's great that way. And I have a set of girlfriends that are just awesome here in Knoxville.
What would you say to men? Now, you've written a book, and by the way, if you didn't see the book, it's called The New Rules of the Game, 10 Strategies for Women in the Workplace, Susan Packard. This is for women, I mean, by design, but it's for everybody because the principles are universal.
Right.
But what would you say to men in the workplace that they haven't realized about working with and leading and being, what are we guys just blind to Because evidently there's something there that would say, you better understand this, because they're not, I'm assuming that they may not be paying attention to you in the way they ought to.
You know, it's human nature. You're a man, and the kinds of people that you surround yourself with most comfortably are men. It's just human nature. And you're looking at me like, maybe not. But
No. No.
So what I would say to them is, open yourself up a little bit for the possibility
Right.
that this woman or that woman, or this person that doesn't look like you, call them whatever they
Absolutely.
are, has wonderful ideas, is a great comrade. You're going to want this person around the table. Open your mind to that, and then just take a chance.
Yeah, see, I think that where my mind went was, I think the same thing happens for black men in business as well. There are just a certain set of assumptions that people make. And so first they look to color, they reference whatever their best or worst experience was, and they kind of filter everything through that instead of going, these are the characteristics of a great person, a great leader. And when you see that, you go, I don't care what color you are, I don't care what gender you are. That's great right there.
Right.
But then awakening yourself to the possibility that it exists everywhere. So I shouldn't limit myself by making a prejudgment before we even have the conversation.
It's part of the last part of the book about emotional maturity. It's part of that being willing to be more open and to be more inclusive of what your set normally is, because the business will be better for it.
Yeah. Susan Packard, thanks for coming by today.
It's been a delight. Thank you.
We'll see you next time on Anything is Possible.